Growth is a natural phenomenon that all living things have to go through. Caterpillars become butterflies, trees grow out of their branches, eggs crack open. As you move through life, you constantly notice that your body is changing. You finally fit in that sweater Granny brought you for Christmas. Your hair is longer and fuller, and you can finally reach the top shelf. Most of the time, there is no cause for alarm, and these changes are only for the better. However, there are some body changes that are not natural, so out of the place that once they happen, you have to turn your attention to them immediately. These changes are usually signs that our bodies are giving us to let us know that something disastrous is about to happen. Here are 10 body changes that need your attention immediately. Number 10, headaches. Headaches are probably the most common symptoms experienced by people across all ethnicities and age groups. While a regular stressful day can leave anyone with a headache when they jump on their beds at night, it's very important to know when these headaches go beyond normal. Clinical experts say that if you're using a sentence like, "This is the worst headache of my life," or "I think my head is about to explode," then you might need to go to the hospital as soon as possible, or at least put a call through to your doctor just to inform them about what's going on. Sometimes these severe headaches might be a result of an aneurysm that can burst and cause sudden death. Other times it might be a symptom of cases like bleeding in the brain, encephalitis, meningitis, or the presence of a viral or bacterial infection within the spinal fluid. If your headache suddenly hits you like a lightning bolt, and then you're immediately hit with stiff neck, nausea, fever, and sensitivity to bright lights, please call your doctor immediately. Number 9, chest pain. Unlike headaches, chest pains need your attention right away, whether it's the worst chest pain of your life or just a slight feeling of discomfort. If you notice a feeling of intense pressure on your chest, like there's a huge weight pressing down, or that there's an entire fridge on your chest, there is a need for attention. Sometimes the chest pain might be accompanied by nausea and shortness of breath and a feeling of fluttering in the heart. The issue here is that some of the symptoms are not very obvious. This is why it's so important to observe and fully understand how your body functions normally, so you can tell when something's up. For example, if a flight of stairs every day usually did little or nothing to you, but then all of a sudden, one day you get to the top of the flight and start struggling for breath, then there's a problem. It's even worse if this struggle for breath is accompanied by a feeling of pressure on your chest as you take deep breaths. Conditions like cardiovascular diseases, aortic dissections, a possible blockage of a blood vessel in the heart, or pneumonia are possible culprits for feelings in the chest. Number 8, abdominal pain. Abdominal pain is often carelessly ignored and phased off as a normal thing. People often associate it with hunger, overfeeding, or just regular stomach aches. However, abdominal pain could be indicative of more severe conditions like appendicitis or kidney stone, both of which can get worse very fast if they aren't treated early. It's important to pay the most attention to pains that come with increased body temperature and/or vomiting. If you begin to feel feverish or are in a lot of pain that makes you unwilling or unable to eat or drink, then this could be a gallbladder condition or even an infectious case. Also, keep an eye out for any change in your bowel movements. If you're experiencing severe diarrhea or you release stool that is black or bloody, then you just might have abdominal aneurysm. Number 7, back pain. If you work a 9 to 5, where you sit at your desk all day, every day of the week, you very likely experience back pains often, just like stomach aches and headaches. However, sometimes back pain is not as a result of your sedentary lifestyle. Here's a good way to test your back pain. Try sitting up. Do you feel some kind of tingling or numbness in your feet and toes? If you do, then unfortunately, your back pain is way worse than you initially imagined. This tingle and numbness points to a desk herniation that can worsen if it's not detected and treated as soon as possible. Even if your back pain is not accompanied by this tingling and numbness, it might still be a symptom of a dangerous underlying condition, ranging from something as simple as a disc vertebrae getting an infection to something as serious as cancer. Number 6, unexplained weight loss. If you wake up one morning and your clothes begin to feel some inches loose from the last time you wore them, and you haven't been in the gym in months, neither are you on any sort of special diet, don't start rejoicing. This is a serious cause for concern. Unexplained weight loss can be a sign of gastrointestinal illnesses, malabsorption problems like celiac disease, which is a case where the body is having trouble absorbing the nutrients it needs for daily function, depression, and in older patients, dementia. So don't see yourself losing weight unexplainably and start rejoicing. While the physical appearance might be appealing to you, unexplained and drastic weight loss might just be your body's way of screaming out for help. Number 5. Brittle nails. What most people don't know is that your fingernails say more about your health than you think. If you notice a change in the structure or the color of your nails, this can be connected to a developing or underlying health condition. Whenever your nails begin to feel unusually hard and brittle, then it's most likely a sign of deficiency in vitamins and nutrients. If you notice that your fingernails have grown pale, then you might have anemia or iron deficiency. If the changes you notice come in the form of white stripes and/or spots, then you're looking at deficiency of nutrients like zinc, copper, or iodine. However, if the color you notice on your fingernails is more yellowish in nature, then you've got to get immediate attention from a professional, as this is a sign of a liver problem or gastric tract disorders, or even a fungal infection. Number 4. Cracking lips. Under certain weather conditions, it is quite normal to notice chapping and cracking on the lips. However, if the chapping continues for a very long period of time or shows up at an unusual time of year when it's very warm, then it's most likely tied to a health condition. There are a few things that could be causing an unusual lip cracking or chipping. Sometimes a person might just have allergies to some medication or food. It could also be a result of bad hygiene. However, if you notice cracks at either ends of your lips, then your body is severely lacking vitamins A, B, and E. If your chapped lips are accompanied by dry eyes and mouth and some form of digestion or abdominal problems, please visit your doctor immediately. This combination of symptoms might just be pointing to an autoimmune disease called Sjogren's syndrome. Number 3. Thinning brows. People generally love to have thick brows, but thick brows are not only for beauty, they're also pretty big health indicators. Like fingernails, you never really know until you know just how much your eyebrows say about your health. It's okay if you experience periodical loss of hair, but if you begin to notice the brow loss in excess and the gradual appearance of bald spots, or worst of all, you wake up one morning and all of your eyebrows have suddenly disappeared, you must contact your doctor immediately, after first making sure nobody shaved it in your sleep. Excessive loss of brow hair is mostly attributed to an excessive level of thyroid activity, and in some cases an insufficient level of the same. The longer you stay with compromised thyroid activities in your body, the harder it is to treat. So once these symptoms start showing up, you must call your doctor and have a full checkup to get the proper treatment and medication. Number 2. Foot deformity. When there is a sudden change in the shape of the foot that is seen in the omission of the longitudinal or transverse arches, this is usually a sign of flat foot. This condition can affect both adults and children, but women have been seen to be the most vulnerable to the condition. It is said that the use of high heel shoes is the reason flat foot is more prominent in women. High heels cause an uneven distribution of body weight, placing most of the weight on the area of the transverse arc. After a while, the transverse arc becomes unable to continue carrying the load. Therefore, the foot becomes unpleasant, painful, with pulling tingles that all signal the start of deformation. So if you're a woman that wears high heels a lot, once you start feeling weird in your legs, reach out to your doctor so that they can examine the foot to prevent permanent deformation. Depending on the extent of deformation and the level of symptoms seen, doctors can recommend different forms of treatment or therapy to manage the condition. As always, earlier detection is always better. Number 1. Hair loss. At any point in time, only about 80 to 90% of a person's hair is actively growing. The rest of the hair is either shedding or going through its resting phase. Because of this shedding phase that hairs go through, we all lose around 100 strands of hair every day, without combing or anything. This is completely normal and you hardly notice it. However, if you start to notice a more significant hair loss, much more than what's normal, then you need to contact your doctor as soon as possible. There are a plethora of diseases that come with hair loss symptoms, ranging from skin infections to thyroid disorders, autoimmune disorders, scalp infections like ringworm, and many, many more. However, before you get too scared, medications for conditions like arthritis, depression, heart problems, and high blood pressure could also cause patients to lose more hair than usual. So take note if you're taking any of these medications. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell icon so you never miss any of our future uploads. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Comment down below your thoughts, give this a like, share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to keep you updated for more interesting facts, tips, and ideas from SmartVille.